Hey guys, what's up? Japes Games here, and in this video we're going to be talking about my opinion on the best class setup in the game. We're also going to be talking about the Hell Regal, and we're going to be talking about a glitch that really gets on my nerves. So, guys, you may be wondering what is even in this class setup. So I'll tell you. We have the Mondragon Optical, we have the auto-loading revolver, we have the incendiary grenades, we have the syringe, we have the mini med pack, and we have the hatchet. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the Mondragon Optical. I just prefer it so I can get some ranged kills. So, guys, let's talk about a little bit about the Mondragon itself. So, it has around 35 to 40 damage points, and it's gonna be around a 3-shot kill because if you do the math, guys, 40 plus 40 equals 80. That's not 100, and the enemy's gonna have 100 health, so it's gonna take around 3 shots from your average distance. Like I'm gonna say a little bit past medium to long range. I think you'll still get that kill. Also, what I've noticed with the Mondragon, just to let you guys know, because I didn't know this at the start, is the bullet kind of goes up a little bit. So if you're not hitting somebody, you might have to aim a little bit down with their head, because if they're proning on a mountain and you can't get them, aim a little bit below their head and then start shooting, because then you'll get the hit. Also, this gun does have a fair amount of recoil, so you're going to have to deal with just a little pop, pop, pop. And yeah, the gun's actually an amazing gun. That's why I use it. It's a 3-shot kill. You'll be winning most guns fights from medium to long range. So this is why it's one of the best guns that I've chosen for this class setup. Also, guys, in this class setup, we also have the auto revolver, which does around 50 or more damage if you're very close up to somebody. So it's only going to take about 2 shots to finish a dude off. But then it's got a very minimum range. So if you shoot somebody from a little bit farther away, it's going to drop down slowly, maybe to 30, and then maybe to 20, and then maybe to 15. So you got to keep it close quarters with this one. But you can also finish guys from pretty far off if they're at low health. So what I consider is you shoot him with the Mondragon, and then you could finish him off if you run out of ammo. But this is mainly how I use this gun in my class setup is I'll have it so if I run out of ammo on my Mondragon, or it takes too long to reload, because that's something that the Mondragon is not very capable of, I'll pull out my auto-loading revolver, which only takes 2 shots to finish a dude off, so they're probably already at low health, and then I'll pull it out and shoot them. It usually wins every gunfight I do go into, unless they're at range. So you got to keep this class setup long and medium. So the Mondragon's keeping that long distance, and the auto revolver's keeping the short distance. So you got to kind of balance that out there. And why the incendiary grenade? Well, I got some pretty good reasons behind it. So I use it in 2 ways. I use it to flush out the enemy, or I use it as some sort of beacon or trap. So to flush out the enemy, I would throw it in some sort of place that the enemy is really caught up in, like a big chunk of people, and then I'll probably get hits, or I got a kill maybe, and then after, I'll come in close quarters and I'll shoot them with my revolver. But if it's a little bit longer range, then I'll pull out my Mondragon and then I'll do my revolver. So, but then there's another way you could use it, which I find very, very fun, and I think very, very smart at sometimes. If there's 2 doors to one hallway, or you just don't want the enemy to come from one side and you want to focus on the other side, then you throw your incendiary grenade at one of the sides and you focus on another side. And you might be asking, oh, well, what happens if they come from the other side? They'll just get burnt, yeah? But they're not going to die from it. But what you will know is it'll say enemy hit, enemy hit, enemy hit. And then you'll know, oh, people are coming from that side right now. You'll turn over and then you can shoot them. Or if they've already killed you, well, that's your fault. But there's 2 ways to use them. Like I said, flush them out, and to use as a beacon or trap. So you're going to have to find out when to use them, and you'll get better at it. Why choose the syringe? You see, I wonder. Oh, let me think here. You're a goddamn medic. Revive. The medic is like, you're supposed to have the syringe. That's part of the game. So use the syringe because that's kind of your job. And also, don't be a green smurf like me and revive people. I don't really, I built up a really bad habit where I don't revive. So keep in mind, you're a medic. Keep the syringe, and that's your job. And why would I choose the mini med pouch over the big med pouch, which is kind of the box looking one? Well, there's a few reasons why I don't really like the big med pouch. first of all, the big med pouch can't really be tossed around, and it takes a while to regen. So if I chuck one big med pouch down, it's gonna take a while to get the next big med patch down. As for the small med patch, you can toss it and it regens faster. So, like, yes, you could say it's better for situations where you're stuck in one place. But I find myself with this class setup always moving around, kinda. You're always moving around, you're kind of looking everywhere. And you want to stay mobile. So I don't really feel like the big Mac pouch is a big use here because you're not going to be standing around, and you could just toss the mini med pouch on the floor, and then you could regen it yourself. And you could also, if there's a big corridor filled with tons of people that are firing and stuff, you could toss it to somebody on the other side of the corridor so that they could get the health instead of having to run all the way past the corridor that's taking tons of fire. You would probably die, but if you didn't, you would get pretty lucky, and then you could give them the health. Or you could just sit behind your little wall, and you could just toss it to them, and then they would regen health pretty fast too. It's not gonna take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even it's gonna be in 10. So it's gonna regen faster, and you're gonna toss it. So I really truly advise you to choose the mini med pouch. Okay, so why the hatchet? Well, there's a few reasons why I prefer the hatchet over any other melee weapon. It's kind of the most well-rounded out of all of them, in my opinion. It's got good damage. It doesn't take that while to swing forward and swing back, so you can get like 2 hits pretty quickly. And then you could also break wood with it, so if I wanted to get a new angle on some sort of enemy, I could just whack some wood, and then it would break, and then I could shoot through it. So it's pretty well-rounded. Just kind of like the Ion and Titanfall. I guess it's kind of for noobs, but at the same time, it's well-rounded, so why not use it? And now we're gonna move on to this weird glitch that just keeps on happening. So let's just say, I'm happy, I just did something really fun, and now I just want to play some Battlefield. I'm really tired too, because I just did something really active. And then I come up with this god dang screen. Right here. Right here is why people rage quit. This is why people slam their Xbox into their goddamn face. This has happened to me on multiple occasions. This is just the one time I said, okay, I'm going to record it, finally. I'm just going to admit it. And it's probably, maybe it's because I'm playing on the box 1. But, I don't know. But this has happened way too often, so I feel like something needs to be done about it, and maybe it's just my network connection, or maybe it's because of my Xbox, but I honestly feel like this needs to be worked on or fixed. Something, maybe it's just in my area, but if you guys have experienced the same thing, please comment down below, because I am enraged with this. Enraged. So now, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about the Hellriegel and why I hate it so much. So, basically, to give you an idea, this gun makes me do this to myself. So, I'm pretty sure you're getting the vibe that I don't really like the Hellriegel, and you'd be absolutely correct with that. I don't like the Hellriegel for about 2 reasons. One of the reasons being its very good fire rate and its very good damage. So, it's got around 20 to 30 damage at its good range with a significant fire rate. And yes, you could argue it's very close quarters, and that's what assault's meant to be, and that's the only way the Hellriegel can be used. But it's not really. I've gotten killed from medium range by the Hellriegel, and yeah, you could be like, oh, they just got a lucky shot, and it's supposed to be more close range. But if they land a couple headshots on you, and they got really good fire rate and good damage, then that means that they could definitely kill a medic, support, scout, whatever you're playing as. And I feel like that's not how Assault was meant to play. It was meant to be played more close quarter like. And yes, I know it's a level 10 gun. It's supposed to be kind of like that weird experimental type of gun, but it's an Assault. You gotta come to realization here. It's an Assault, and it has super good fire rate and super good damage. And yes, you could also say that it's a level, it's a level 10 gun. It's going to take a while to get to that weapon, but it's actually not that, because I've died so many times from the Hellriegel. I'm pretty sure I died 6 times in this video just from the Hellriegel. Yeah, like that time, that time, that time, that time, that time, and guess what? Frickin' that time. Anyways, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. And please comment down below if you have any suggestions on things I should do, or if you like this. And also, please check out Little Ginger. He's actually a pretty funny guy. And yeah, he comes out with pretty good videos. I'll leave a link down to his channel in the description. And also, please subscribe us to my channel if you really like this video. And anyways, this was Japes Games, and I'll see you guys in the next video.